Yeah, get a signal there. Yeah.
You see, what you're getting is not actually coming from me. I am your minister.
Right, yeah.
What you're getting is coming from God. This ability to, I'm not giving you the ability to cure things. You already had the ability to cure things before we ever met. You just didn't know it.
That's right, I didn't.
So what?
Absolutely true.
See, what ministers do is we tell people they can. That's all.
Okay.
And that's why you're a minister.
Right, it's okay. I've never actually seen it like I've never seen it like that before. Yeah, that's right.
There's right and wrong things to eat. At any given moment, one thing could be either right or wrong. Watermelon can be bad for people. Watermelon's a good thing, but it doesn't always have to be good for people.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, see, what we're doing is we're developing our intuitive powers.
Yeah, sure.
Like you can tell whether you can intuit whether something is doable by testing it.
Yeah.
Well, test this question. Is my spirit guide helping me with this?
Is my spirit guide helping me with this? Yeah.
How about test, is God helping me with this?
Is God helping me with this? I'm getting a signal there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do you go to church?
Good question. I don't know if I could start off by saying I've been going to church from when I was small with my parents, well, with my mum really. And I go to church now because obviously my parents are not around anymore. I go to church it's my way of saying thank you for sparing my life, to God, to say thank you for sparing my life all during the week, nothing, I'm still around, I'm still here. All the great things that are, that have happened to me in my life. Just to say thank you, really, and to give praise at the same time. So that's the reason I go to church, and probably also I go to church because I want to learn more, about God and who He is, and how He actually fits and evolves around my life. That's what that's I will say.
Test this question. Is that working?
Is that working?
No signal?
No signal. No.
Yeah, I was listening to you talk about it, and all those things are necessary and important things to do.
Yeah.
Let's test another question. Ask this question, have I given thanks to God today for sparing my life?
Have I given thanks to God today for sparing my life? Yeah.
Now I want you to test something else. Did God spare my life?
Did God spare my life? Yeah, I'm getting a signal there.
Okay. And God spared my life by showing me how to cure this.
Has God spared my life by showing me how to cure this? Yeah, get a signal there. Yeah.
You see, what you're getting is not actually coming from me. I am your minister.
Right, yeah.
What you're getting is coming from God. this ability to, I'm not giving you the ability to cure things. You already had the ability to cure things before we ever met. You just didn't know it.
That's right, I didn't.
So what?
Absolutely true.
See, what ministers do is we tell people they can. That's all.
Okay.
And that's why you're a minister.
Right, okay.
You,
I've never actually seen it I've never seen it like that before.
you are a minister because you're telling people that you just tweeted. That's what ministers do. They tweet. They send email. You send an email to your friends saying, follow me on Twitter. That means you're a minister.
Oh, okay.
So you are telling people they can.
Yeah, that's right, yes.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, yeah.
And you're telling them they can by telling them that you can. That Angela,
That's right.
if Angela can do it, they can do it, right?
Yeah, in other words, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's beautiful. Yeah. So Angela, you're a minister.
Wow.
And that's,
what a title.
and that's what also makes you our colleague. See, you didn't get a membership to our college, you got a colleagueship.
Right.
You are a colleague of ours. You're one of my colleagues. Like, you just told me how you change your blood chemistry.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't tell you that. I never told you to do that, what you told me. I never told you to do that. There's nothing in the lessons about doing that. You came up with that all by yourself. Didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
You originated that. And you originated that, of course, because you're doing the lessons that I assigned you, enabled you to think of that, but also didn't your spirit guide help you with that?
Yes.
And
yes.
didn't God feed that information to you?
Yes. Definitely.
And God created our website for you.
That's right.
And used me and now you as we're God's instruments of doing this work, you see?
That's right.
That's right. We are God's instruments. So you and me, baby, are working for God. And our spirit guides are helping us, and we're helping each other, and we're going forward.
That's right.
And this is assisting. This is what assisting is. You know, this is all part of assisting. And when do we assist?
When do we assist?
Yeah, what are your assisting hours?
My assistant hours,
What times do you assist?
okay, well, okay, I'll try and answer the question. I don't know if I'm answering it correctly. It's like when for me, it's like when I come home and I have an experience or an encounter outside, then I come home and then I tend to assist, by tweeting and, saying basically what happened to me or anything that happened to me first thing in the morning, tend to get on and I assist.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like we assist all day, 24/7,
Okay.
every single day. So when you're in church, are you assisting when you're in church?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then you shouldn't go to church. Don't go to any place where you can't assist.
Okay, no. To be honest with you, I am. Come to figure, I do have a post, as you mention it now.
No, I mean, are you assisting the cure drive when you're in church?
No, I'm not.
Well, then don't go to church, because you should never be anywhere where you can't assist the cure drive.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So are you going to go to church?
For now, I will. I will still have to go there because I have things doing in church.
So you see what you're doing right here is you're you're breaking your assisting agreement.
Right.
Because your assisting is all the time. It never stops.
Okay.
So if you go somewhere where you can't assist, then you're breaking your agreement.
Right.
What are you going to do about that?
Well, I'm not too sure. I mean,
It's hard to fit.
I still need to go to church because it's like if I go shopping, then I'm not assisting, am I? You never know. Maybe
are you assisting when you're shopping?
No, not really. No.
Why not?
Maybe because I haven't got to I haven't got to that degree yet.
Okay, let me ask you something. When you've been in church, have you ever tested anything and gotten a signal?
No, I have not. No.
Why?
I don't think there's any for now. From what I can see, because of my lack of experience, for now I don't really see anything in church to be tested.
No, wait, Angela. You want to know something? Here's the thing, okay? It's not your lack of experience. It's because you're dysfunctional.
Right, okay.
Even though you're doing as well as you are still dysfunctional.
Yeah.
And so what you need to do, see, your assisting agreement is actually to cure the dysfunction. Like when you became an assistant, you agreed to immediately cure any dysfunction that interferes with assisting.
Okay, right, I hear you.
So how do you cure the dysfunction that you have when you're shopping?
Okay, yeah. By curing it.
Well, how do you cure it? Well, let's say you're out shopping and you're in the store and you're not assisting. How do you cure the dysfunction?
Okay. I will go. What I do, I start curing it by accessing.
Yes, exactly. Start
Sorry.
testing.
I'm on the same wavelength as you now, yeah.
Yeah, start testing when you're in the store, when you're shopping. In fact, when you're buying food, do you ever try testing the grapes you buy? Let's say you go to the store and there's all these different grapes that you have to buy. Why don't you test through the grapes and see which ones you get a signal on?
Right, okay, I understand now. Yes. I understand what you're saying.
And how about testing your organs when you're in the store and bringing them back? Yeah?
Right. In fact, thank you for telling me that, because I tend to only, if you want to, let's call the word assist. I only tend to assist when I'm on the bus, and when I'm in hospital.
Well, what's the difference between the bus and the store? There's no difference between the bus and the store.
That's true. I think in the store I'm like concentrating whether I should get this or not get that, or, but like you said, I should be able to do it, anywhere, and in church, like you said.
Stay functional every second of your life.
Okay.
Do not ever become dysfunctional for a single moment, or you're breaking your assisting agreement.
Right.
Now, another thing about church, when you're in church, you should be testing every last thing you hear.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Test every last thing. Is that true? Can you do that? Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Say more about it.
Say again.
Say more about that.
Okay. Usually when I'm in church, obviously I think that sort of thing, I just take what the pastor's saying as, if you want to call it like, as gospel. I don't really, feel like I need to test. But as you're saying, basically I need to test everything, what I
Yeah.
hear.
You want to ask God whether it's
Yeah.
whether it's true, whether it's relevant to you. And also, see, a lot of the things that you hear in church could actually be something where you test, is this relevant to me right now? And you may get no or yes. But if you get yes, then you should ask more questions about how it's relevant. So you actually, you know, like maybe something you hear in church will actually help you become more functional and a better assistant.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
Because church is supposed to teach you the spiritual path, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So maybe you could become a better spiritual aspirant by, you know, testing the things you hear in church. That's what's supposed to happen. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. That's great. Thank you for pointing that out to me. It's like you learn as you go along. You learn and pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is quite good.
Here's another way to assist while you're in church.
Okay.
Do you see it?
So all these tops, t-shirts.
Wear a t-shirt.
Okay.
Now have a look here. See that? See what that says?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Wear a t-shirt to church. Or a hoodie or something that actually says this.
Okay.
And another thing is tell people that you're curing your cancer.
Okay.
Because people in church talk to each other, right?
Yeah, they do, yes.
Yeah. And also, ask your minister if you can get a little group together and use one of the rooms one evening in the church and meet there and, do this. Do lessons. Go on the web college and do lessons. There is another group I want to show you here. This group is I'll show you this. Okay. Now, do you see under this movie, right here, we see where the cursor is in the right-hand column.
Yeah.
It says Cure Group of the Midwest at the Unity Church. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so that was a little group that met in a church. Okay, and you can listen to them and hear, some of them came to the church, and it was in the, in one of the rooms in the church, okay?
Okay.
So, you can, maybe some people in church are sick and they have things they want to cure. You ever think, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does this sound to you? How does this grab you?
It's something that I can try and I'll put it forward and put it, like you said, speak to the pastor, see what, if it's possible just to get a room. Like I said, I would have to talk to people.
Yeah.
And see where we go from there. Yeah. It's fine.
Do you feel any discomfort or fear when you think about doing this?
I suppose it's probably the reaction of people, but like you said, you've got to get past that. Really, I've got to get past that.
Actually, see, it's not the reaction of people. It's you. There's something wrong with you. When you feel discomfort or fear, it means there's something wrong with you.
Oh, okay.
Now, what might it be? what pops into your head and test for it. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, the first thing that pops into my head is fear.
Okay. Okay, so test. Is it fear?
Right. Is it fear? Yeah, getting a signal there. Yeah.
Okay. Test, is either of my kidneys my opponent?
Is either my kidneys my opponent? No.
Okay, good. So that's fine. You test, are all my organs my allies?
Are all my organs my ally?
Get a signal?
Got a yes there.
Got a yes? Okay. So you're set there. Okay, you're good. Test, do I feel less afraid?
Do I feel less afraid now? Yeah,
Do you feel that? Do you feel any different?
I do. I feel more, what's the word? Comforted.
Well, do you feel more like talking to the pastor now?
Yeah.
Do you feel more excited about it?
Is that the word to use, excited? Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Like I could do it.
Well, when you come out of anxiety, you go to excitement. It looks like you're not all the way there yet.
That's why I was asking if that's the... Yeah, that's right. That's why I was asking if that's the correct word.
Tess, do I still have any fear?
Do I still have any fear? A little, yeah.
Okay.
A little. But
All
not
right.
as much as before.
Okay, now do this. Connect your etheric body to your pastor. And tell me when you've done that.
Okay. Right, yes.
Now just hold
Okay.
his etheric body with your etheric body now. Just do that now.
Okay.
How do you feel about your pastor right now?
Right now, I don't know if that's the correct word to use. To be honest with you, the way I would explain it is distant.
So what you get when you connect your etheric body with his is distance.
Yeah.
See, that may mean that he's the wrong pastor for you.
Oh, okay.
You need to really screen people and only let the right people into your life.
Yeah.
And if you're in the wrong church or with the wrong pastor or with the wrong person or whatever, you need to just let go of them, walk away.
Okay.
You can love everybody. It doesn't mean you have to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
See, this is also part of assisting. When I said go talk to the people at church, if you're looking at somebody and you look at this guy and you say, I don't get it, I'm not connected to this guy, you don't want to talk to him.
That's very true, yeah.
And also, see, you ever wonder why we have t-shirts? Because that way the right person can come over to me. I don't have to go over to him. Or when I'm wearing the t-shirt, if I do start talking to somebody, they can read the t-shirt and I don't have to explain everything to them. The t-shirt explains it for me. So that helps me screen people. Assistants are supposed to screen people. Like, how do you feel right now? Just you. How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah. Good or bad? Just say good or bad. Either one. Good or bad?
Bad.
Okay, why?
Because I don't know how to screen people. You know.
Okay, how do you feel right now? How do you feel right now after saying that? Right this second. Good or bad?
Relief.
So you feel relief, okay? Sure, because this is a learnable thing. You know, you know, there it is. Like right now, how do you feel?
Better.
Yeah, see, this is all so simple. See, this is very, very simple, and yet it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you really had to, you just really pushed through something there.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you really just pushed through something. So, congratulations, Angela. You're a real, like, you're a warrior, baby. You know, I love you.
Thank you.
I love you, you know. And we don't have to try to learn it all today. We'll get off right now. And you don't have to try to learn everything today, but you've learned a lot today. And, you know, you should watch your own movies. Because there's a lot in this movie you're going to want to see over again.
Okay.
You know? It's good being with you. Now, tomorrow's Christmas. What are you doing for Christmas?
I will be spending Christmas with my my cousin and her 2 children.
Oh, well, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and you can pass that Merry Christmas along to your cousin and her 2 children for me.
I will do. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, Angela. I do appreciate that. I really do. It's nice to hear those words, you know. And, well, my dear, I will be now. Remember to tweet, okay?
Yeah.
Just keep tweeting. I want to hear about your cousin and your 2 kids and your Christmas, and just keep tweeting, okay? We want to hear about you. What's happening?
Okay, no problems.
And no breaking your diet.
No.
Because that Christmas is the day when people break their diet. No breaking your diet, okay?
All right.
And remember, you're assisting on Christmas.
Okay.
When you're at your cousin's with her 2 kids, test in front. When you're with people, test things right in front of them and let them know what you're doing.
Okay.
Just show them this. Okay, now I'm going to test that, and just test it and test through things to become functional and feel good, like you just did with me. Show them what we've showed people in this movie. Okay.
Okay.
Like just give out your. Be like the sandalwood tree. My master, Meher Baba, used to say, be like the sandalwood tree that gives its wonderful fragrance off to everybody who passes. You know, they may be a robber or they may be a saint, but all smell the sandalwood tree, you know, and just give out your beautiful fragrance to everyone, Angela.
I will do. I will do.
But you got to remember, you know what it means to be a minister, which you are a minister? It means that you are God's gift to the people of this earth. You are the gift of God to everyone you're with.
Yeah, wow, that's big. But at the same time, very true.
And see, that's why screening is so important, because it's all in keeping with their ability to accept the gift. And see, I chose you because you were able to accept the gift. That's why I chose you.
Yeah.
See, because I'm not doing this with everybody. I saw that you could take what I had to offer you.
Yeah.
You got screened in. See, you're the one you're with the keeper, you know?
I like that one.
Well, I mean, look, I probably, you know,
That's
when
it.
at the time when you were calling me, you know, and before we started doing this together, I probably talked to 50 people. People are calling me every day on the phone and leaving me messages and whatever, and I call them back and I talk to them, and I always help them. And they always get something out of being with me. They always get something, you know. They don't go away empty-handed, but they just weren't, you know, able to accept, or maybe they were able to accept. No, I don't think maybe they weren't able to accept what you've been able to accept. That's the truth, you know, but they were able to accept something. And see, that's another thing. Screening people isn't a matter of just accepting or rejecting them. Screening people is a matter of actually giving them whatever is the right amount. And you're supposed to give them a little bit less than you're able to and a little bit less than they can accept, and they're supposed to supply the rest.
Right.
You don't try to give it all to them. Just give them a little bit and let them supply most of it.
Okay.
And that's what you've done. You've done most of it. I've only given you a little bit.
That's right.
That's right. Most of it is what you've done. It isn't that that's big. You're big.
That's right. Very big.
I am proud to be your friend.
Right, vice versa. Me too. I'm very proud, you know, that I've met up with you, you know, because since I have met up with you, you know, wonderful things, you know, have been happening to me. You know, all you do is just point me in the right direction. That's what you have been doing, and then it was up to me whether, you know, I choose to go down that road or not. You know. And
you always choose to go down the right road.
Yeah, when I do, then I have wonderful experiences, wonderful encounters. You know, positive things are happening with me. You know, I must say, especially with the diet, because of the medication that I had been on for the last 4 years before the doctor decided to switch me on to the chemo.
Right.
I had put on a lot of weight. I went up to about 11 stones 5. I'm not too sure what that is in pounds. Probably 170. 78 or 75 pounds, maybe, or something more.
And now it's all melting off.
Because of that, I was under a lot of depression because, you know, I said, well, I don't really like myself.
Obviously, you're not depressed anymore. You're liking yourself. There's about 1 million emotional things that have cleared up for you in the past 6 weeks or so.
And especially when I'm looking at myself right now through the camera. And, you know, I think sometimes I look and I say, boy, is that me? Because I'm so much more confident.
You look wonderful.
Now, when we first started, I was
wonderful.
all over the place.
You look totally...
You know, sometimes you would say to me, what's the word you would use? Not am I drifting. There's a certain word.
I asked if you were in a hypnotic trance.
That's it. I look like I am.
I know. God.
And I said, if I appeared like that to Bayard, you know, how have I been appearing to other people, like friends and family, and they don't really say anything to me? You know, are you all right? You know, you look like you're distant, or you know, your mind is elsewhere. Nobody would say anything to me. So I thank you very much for being very honest with me.
Yeah, you could hear it. You could see it when you saw the movies, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could see it then. Well, all right. Listen, I guess. Area code 813-672-3419. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da.